Item number 10, resolution of the town of Burrillville opposing the sitting of the Clear River Energy Center and Burrillville.
Motion to receive said resolution.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second to receive. We have a lady, Chaya Gorman. Claudia, you want to come on up? Name and address at the microphone, please. You may want to adjust the mic. And
You have 5 minutes.
there you go.
Thank you for allowing me to speak. I believe by now that most Rhode Islanders are aware of Invenergy's proposal to build a major industrial power plant in Burrillville, Rhode Island, utilizing fracked gas and diesel oil. Proponents have publicly presented opposition to this project as a NIMBY or not in my backyard issue. This is not by any stretch of the imagination a NIMBY issue. This is a state and regional issue. The Middletown Town Council unanimously voted in opposition to the project September 22nd, 2016, and is asking Middletown and cities and towns across the state and region to join them. As opposition has escalated, the public has been told over and over by Governor Raimondo to trust the process. Trying to explain the process coherently is impossible, but here is an attempt at some insight. The Public Utility Commission determines public need for a project, a major energy facility. This commission's board consists of 3 governor-appointed members. Margaret Curran is chair. She is also chair of the Energy Facility Citing Board and therefore recused herself from this particular proceeding in a PUC capacity, Public Utility Commission. Mariann Golden, the second member, also recused herself because she publicly spoke in favor of the project before her appointment by the governor on June 6, 2016. That left the third member, Herbert DeSimone Jr, as the lone voting member in regard to public need. The Energy Facility Citing Board is the permitting and licensing authority for major energy facilities and has 3 board members. One must be the Associate Director of Administrative Planning, appointed by the Rhode Island Division of Planning. This appointment to an out-of-state candidate came well into the process to fill a vacancy on April 6, 2016. The chair must be the head of the PUC, a governor appointee. Currently, the chair is Margaret Curran, the one who recused herself from the PUC decision. The third member must be the director of the Department of Environmental Management, also a governor-appointed position. Currently, Janet Coit is that member. She has had to remove herself as DEM director in this process and put up a firewall, her words, because the DEM has a significant advisory role in the process. She too has spoken publicly in favor of the project, but has not been challenged as to conflict of interest. I repeat, Governor Raimondo, who publicly has supported the power plant, and Senator Whitehouse, our climate champion, have told the public over and over again to trust the process. However, the convoluted and interconnected appointments illustrated above do not reassure the public that this is in any way an unbiased and transparent endeavor. As for the role the public plays in the process, the public has no legal standing, but is allowed at least 1 public comment hearing. Over 600 people attended the first Energy Facility Citing Board public comment hearing at the Burrillville High School. A second comment hearing was necessary to allow all who signed up a chance to speak. Close to that number attended a public comment meeting vigorously requested by the public with the governor at the Burrillville High School. Participants of these and other events have included a broad range of individuals from across the state and region, not just those who live in close range to the proposed site. An extraordinary number of environmental and conservation organizations, renewable energy supporters, healthcare workers, and scientists have spoken in opposition. Citizens concerned about the escalating fossil fuel pipeline and power plant projects proposed for the Northeast and the attendant negative climate impacts question both need and legality of the project. For tiny Burrillville, Rhode Island, this would seem like another David versus Goliath moment. Their zoning and planning boards have opposed this project. The towns of Harrisville and Pasquag have denied Invenergy a water supply because of serious concerns. advisory opinions during the ongoing permitting process have expressed reservations regarding vagueness of Invenergy's application, negative environmental impacts, incomplete or unsatisfactory mitigating practices, and a glaring lack of a source for the thousands of gallons of water needed to daily cool this operation. The Burrillville Town Council and their community ask for support not because of NIMBY objections, but because it will hold Rhode Islanders at the mercy of a finite fossil fuel for several decades. It will damage a prime and state-treasured ecosystem and will seriously impede imperative greenhouse gas restrictions. David versus Goliath is being played out daily across the country where the public is confronted with corporate interest projects that have in the past breezed through the process with little thought to those who directly pay a personal price, nor are they able to partake in the obligatory corporate profit. I hope my town council will support Burrillville, Rhode Island, and their opposition to this major industrial project called Clear River Energy Center. In closing, in addition to informational websites mentioned in correspondence you have received from the Burrillville Town Clerk, I would like to suggest 3 more: rifuture.org, echo-rhodeisland.org, and priceofoil.org, a Bridge Too Far report, an independent study. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Claudia. Okay, any further conversation?
Mr. President,
Council Lombardi.
very briefly, I've been following this just because of some of the issues that we're facing here in town with another energy issue. Burrillville already has a power plant in that town. It is going to significantly affect their water supply. And I watched on television some of the public comment, and they are just vehemently opposed to this. You know, enough is enough at some point. I would suggest that we strongly support this resolution.
I already have directed our town clerk to draw up the resolution to oppose it, which will be on the next docket.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, any other further conversation? All right, hearing none. All in favor?
All right.